The Receipt Show returns. From live streams, to accusations, to questions no one can answer.
Something isn't right.
That's not right.
Some things can't become real, no matter how hard they try.
Receipt Show with KKC.
It's slick tonight. Good thing I'm wearing the quiet shoes. The city never sleeps. Just hides things in the puddles. Huh. That's my signal. They want the truth? I'm on my way.
Pull-up team, assemble!
We don't run, we pull up. Where it all comes together. Every receipt, every message, every dollar. Each one a point on the line. Watch how they connect. Follow the money and the picture clears. And at the end of the trail, that's the truth.
Receipt pulled, breaking it down. Evidence loaded. Now we know. Let's pull up, team.
They love to talk. I move on proof. Show me the receipts. The squad behind me, fact check everything. No cap, just facts. Pull up.
Time to clear the air.
Your truth is just a voice.
And listen close. We got the receipts.
That won't save you.
Truth versus deception, and we don't lose. Team, time to end this. Boost stream pod!
Being locked.
Let's shut him down. Take this! He's freaking apart! Receipts don't lie.
Numbers tell one story. A seat like this tells another. It's not just gold and weight. It's decisions. Every word counts up here.
Your receipt leaves a mark. Every document has a fingerprint. Follow the numbers long enough, and the story writes itself. The trail doesn't lie.
Stay tight.
Moderator, fire! Launch it!
Pull up, team! The city's ours tonight! Look at him roar! Let it go, baby! Victory!
Bar just hit 100.
Hold steady. Here comes the truth.
Truth incoming.
Clearing up. Step in.
Identity confirmed.
That's our guy. We pulled the curtain tonight.
Hustling.
Bank trail locked. Receipts flagged.
Here we go.
The breakdown begins.
Corruption sequence initiated. Not today.
Right, truth data form.
Counterattack now! Pull-up team, go! Feel the truth!
Truth counterattack activated. Last receipt. Truth over everything. Case closed. Truth wins.
Peace, peace. It's your boy KKC, and we're back like your right shoulder blade. We never left. Shout out to the pull-up team and everybody that's in the chat right now. You are tuned into another episode of the Receipt Show with your boy KKC as we get ready to talk about Mary Ann caught again. Fake bank check after fake legacy check. Man, I'm sick of it. Will this check get out of my life already? Make sure you hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel for more content and join the pull-up team. Oh my gosh, when I tell you there's so much going on every time you think it's over, it's not. It's just now beginning. I'm sick of it. Let's see who is in the house to see about this madness. Let's jump on in here. We got Dr. Sebi Jr. in the house. I see you, Anita McCray. We got Anita McCray in the house. Andre Freeman is in the house. We got the beautiful Bernice in the house. We got Laurie IRL in the house. My Chaos Brew. Why they doing this to me? She is in the house. We got Allison in the house. Daphne, what's going on with you? We got Asia Battle in the house. I see you. Who else we got? We got Scotland's in the house. I see RXDR in the house. Joe, what do you know? I see you. Uh-oh, we got a new member. Callie Love, thank you for joining the pull-up team. And thank you for accepting the call. Welcome to the pull-up team.
Welcome to the movement. In this team, we stand on truth.
We stand on truth around here, so make sure that you are out here spreading the good news because you got work to do.
I got work, baby. I got a job, baby. I got work to do.
Shout out to Keeper 116 in the house, and we got Money in the house. Kim is in the house. What's up, Sasha? I see you. You are in the house. We got Robert in the house. L Diva in the house. 100% Real Man is here. T Jones is in the house. Jessica, shout out to you. And Love HD just slid through under the door. Listen, I have been dealing with this stuff for way too long. Every time I think Checkgate has left the building, it keeps resurfacing. It keeps coming back again. It just won't go away. I'm tired of it. I thought the fake check, the first fake check, was good enough. I thought this was good enough, Mary. You came into our lives and showed this foolishness, and we was like, what are you doing? And you thought that you was going to get the bright idea of showing this foolishness. Mary! Check number 340, huh? Mary Ann Lorient decided to take a photocopy of a poorly photoshopped check she wrote out herself. She redacted any type of information that would let you know that this check came from Umar Johnson. She just wanted to show you, here is a check to Mary Ann Lorient for $68,600. That's it. That's all. It came from Dollar Bank. It's a Dollar Bank check. Here it is, family. Here it is, family. I see them vinyl sausage fingers you got holding up the check, Mary. I see that. And I see that this foolishness is back on my screen, Mary. Because why would you have a handwritten check right out to you? If this was a settlement, the check would have went to your lawyers. Remember the lawyers that you said that you had, the same lawyers that told you to converse with them and answer them, let them do the work for you. Those people that you retained, they would have got the check first. They would have gotten their cut first, and then they would have cut you a check out of their escrow account. As a matter of fact, they may not have even cut you a check. They would have just transferred it into your account. Why? Because you trust your lawyers, Mary. What routing number and bank account do you want this money to go into? So what you do, Mary? You got this check right here, and what you do with it? It ain't written out at all. It's not written out right at all. I'm tired of the foolishness. But this is a desperate cry for help, keeper. Dollar Holla Bank, and where is the cent? 00 over 100. It's this level of foolishness that Mary Ann keeps coming out here with. You got to understand, people like Mary Ann and all the people that really believe in this, they really think our level of intelligence is below the normal or the below average. I just don't get it. I don't get it at all. Shout out to Mind Chaos Brews. Most people checks be like 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exactly. It's at this point, like, where do we go from here, Mary? Let's just say, okay, this check is real. It's this Fisher Price check is real. You got your money. Now what do you do? Now where do you go? Where do you go from here, Mary? Nobody rocks with what you got going on. Let's just bring it back to reality. This is complete foolishness. And shout out to My Chaos Brew, because I had already put together. I went to Dollar Bank. I didn't go physically to Dollar Bank. I went to Dollar Bank's website to make sure I put everything in proper context. I went to Dollar Bank's website, and here is their copy of their checks, Mary. Here is a copy of a check from Dollar Bank. And we have questions, Mary. You see how it has the C in the background? You see that, Mary? Why don't we see that in your your photocopied check. Something just ain't adding up, Mary. We have no dollar bank by us either. The closest one is hours away. And why did they write $68,600 like that? Why they do that? Why they do that? Mary, 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 something isn't quite contrary. It is just complete foolishness. Shout out to the J Wick podcast in the house. You know, everybody and their mother was waiting on Mary to come out with this check. And don't you know, I got to be careful because Brother Manny Fresh was saying that KKC was going to get the real check, that Mary Ann was going to give me the real check and allow me to share the real check. But since I was talking Cash Money Millionaires, she decided not to show the real check to me. And Brother Manny Fresh, you still got it wrong, and the reason why I have to make sure that I'm saying Manny Fresh is because I got to protect myself, because Brother Manny Fresh is sending out cease and desist. This individuals that's trying to protect Mary Ann and trying to silence the truth. So you have people that tell you that there's mold contamination at FDMG, and the mold contamination comes from the contaminated land, and this check is real. And if you say anything about it, or if you say anything about them or him, he's going to send you a cease and desist. So, Brother Manny Fresh, we got questions. Why is Dollar Bank's checks looking like this, but Mary Ann's check is looking like this? This ain't right. Something ain't right. Something's wrong. Something's terribly wrong. You see, the people at this point want you, Miss Mary Ann, and the clown and circus act that has come to town. We would just like for y'all to go ahead and pack it up and head on out. That's what we would like to see happen at this point. We're going to listen to Mary's whole breakdown that she dropped, the video that she dropped talking about this check. I don't really see us here long today, y'all, because it's really no point to continue to hammer home the fact that we went from this right here. We went from this right here to this right here. And I can't allow my brain cells to keep dwindling on the way. She lost another 100-something people as subscribers because folks are just quite sick of it. So, hey, I need for you to make sure that you hit that like button. Please make sure that you are answering the poll. 2 checks now. What's really going on? What's really going on? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? This is a desperate cry, a desperate plea to believe that Umar Johnson really paid you $68,600. When we ask you where are the receipts, we get complete foolishness. And we are tired of it in this community. Man, oh man, we got so much to talk about, y'all. Oh, we got so much to talk about. Lord have mercy. Let's not even talk about the fact that I'm already getting the next members only live stream together, because the next members only live stream is going to be focusing on the rogue content creators and the deception that they bring to this space. I had to fire another moderator, y'all. It's so much. Make sure you hit that like button. We're going to talk about it today on the Receipt Show with your boy KKC, where I am sick of the tomfoolery.
Pastoral on a beat.
Trying to get the renovations together. Hit the Cash App, $ FDMG School. Hit the Cash App, $ FDMG School. Hit the Cash.
Good afternoon, Mary Ann's here. I want to come today and talk to my channel members. I want to thank each and every one of you that stood by my side during my YouTube tribulation. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your patience, and thank you for your understanding. I also want to publicly apologize for the choices that I made at a time when I should have fall back and do what was right. I exercised poor judgment.
Shout out to the channel member that's in the house, whoever that is. You are tuned into the Receipt Show with your boy KKC. As we are getting ready to listen to Good Hail Mary Ann caught again. Fake bank check after fake legacy check. Let's continue to listen.
I sincerely apologize for that. I should have let my integrity kicked in. I should have let my better judgment, my faith kicked in. But unfortunately, that's not what happened. I can't unwind Father Time's hand. I can't undo what's already been done. But I can reassure you, moving forward, what took place will never happen again. You guys have trusted me. You guys
Hell yeah, we
tuned in and
trusted
looked
you,
at me.
Mary, and
You
you
guys
just done lied and continue to lie, Mary.
have been entertained by me. You guys have formed a bond with me, and I had a connection with my channel member.
She had a connection with her channel member. Who is the channel member that she speak of? Mary, you got members. See, this is the thing. I understand that this lady speaks a language from another country, and there's well, she speaks 7 different languages. But this is the thing. You over here in America, I cannot go to English class in high school, elementary school, college. I cannot take up an English class and not use plurals. I can't do it. I cannot pass. They would tell me I failed. I get an F. So why do I have to sit back and accept a lady that refuses to use S? Why is that even a problem? I don't understand. Why are we even talking about this?
When I made those t-shirts, it was mind-boggling the response that I got from each and every one of you. And I am sincerely remorseful what took place. That check that circulated on YouTube, I should have stepped in and did the right thing at the time when I had the opportunity to. I didn't. This is the check that should have circulated on YouTube. But unfortunately, that isn't the check that circulated on YouTube. Now, as we move forward, we put this behind us. And thank you for those of you that stood by me throughout this ordeal. There's content creator who took the liberty. They made their video. They were disrespectful, condescending, everything under the sun. But at that time, it was a time of confusion. It was a time we couldn't understand what was going on. I've came numerous times to explain the story. Those who chose to understand it, that's fine. And those who chose not to, that's fine as well. I can't control what people understand or what they comprehend. But I can say I apologize to all that I have disappointed.
You cannot control what people comprehend, but you can start off by presenting factual information. I comprehend truth. Brother Rimrum comprehends truth. Sister Mind Chaos Brew comprehends truth. She says call Patrick Bishop. Let's not forget that you took the legacy home buyer check, the fake check, you took that to the allegedly to the police precinct. Let's just act like you took this to the precinct. Don't you know that this is a fake check within itself? This is a fake check. It's fake. It does not look like the real dollar bank check, people. This is the real one right here. This is what a dollar bank check would look like. You would have the name, the address, the city, state. You have the date over here, the little numbers, the check number. You got pay to, the order of. You got the box with the amount, the dollars, where you put the 0 over the 100 right here for the cents and all that. When you write out the amount, you got the memo. You got the route number, the account number. Come on, man. The check number. Let's take a look at Marianne's check. Look at this. Bull jive. What is this? This does not look like the representation that we see right here from Dollar Bank. It does not look like that. You don't know. Okay, so she redacted this top line up here that's supposed to be the name, the address, city, and state that the Dollar Bank check shows. But the question is, what's this extra little number right here? This 0, what is that? 0578. What is that? That's not on this Dollar Bank check. Shout out to Mind Chaos Brew because she caught that. Call Patrick Bishop. Something is going on here. You got the date. Why you block out the date? Why would you block out the date? What's so important about the date? That's telling because it's going to let us know when you really got this check. We should know the date. How do I know this ain't a check because you completed a project? You blocked out the date, Mary? Dollar Bank check shows the date. All right, fine. What's this little fraction that's up here above the date? What the hell is that? That's not what it shows on the Dollar Bank check right here. Ain't got a fraction. We got fractions on the check, Mary. Check 340, room 130. Golly, man. You got paid to the order of Mary and Lorient. We know that this was written with bubble letter type writing. Females write like this. She stated that one of his people wrote out the check. All right, fine. They wrote it $68,600. They didn't write this part right here in cursive. You normally get this part written in cursive with the 0 over 100. You ain't getting none of that. Dollar Bank logo tucked right there. Let's go back to the Dollar Bank. Since 1855. I guess that's what that says right there. Why does the font look like that, though? Maybe it's because it's a screenshot. Maybe it's because it's I don't know. I know it's got the double letter like Dollar Bank does. This check is all the way off, man. You can tell that you took a fake check from offline and you redacted all the fake information that you could, and you wrote in your information right there and maybe added the Dollar bank information, the bank logo right there. I could be wrong. This right here, this fake check right here, this comes from Dollar Bank's website. So everybody know. This is from Dollar Bank's website. Dollar Bank. I zoomed in on the pay in style. Display your fandom to the whole country with Guardians branded checks. They're branded. They're branded, Mary. They brand their checks, Mary. Why is your check not branded, Mary? Call Patrick Bishop. Call Patrick Bishop. Why? Because it's a crime. At this point, I'm tired of it. You want people to call Patrick Bishop? We definitely need to call Patrick Bishop. We need to let him know that, yes, Mary is out here presenting checks as real. Is it a crime to present a fake check as real? Yes, presenting a fake check as real is a serious crime classified as check fraud or forgery. Mary, you're out here breaking the law. We tired of it. We tired of it. You want us to pass this around as real. You want us to break the law with you so you can have pen pals to write to when you in jail. I don't want to go to jail, Mary. Don't let it linger, family. Why? Because we'll be figured out. We all going to jail. Getting behind Mary, we all going to jail. Yes, we can look up the check. Shout out to Laurie IRL. KKC, can you look up the plain check that doesn't have the logo from the baseball team? We can do that. Thank you for using your membership to get that message out there. 5 months. I love it. This is wild. This is what we're going to do. We are going to look up a dollar bank check right here. Dollar Bank. Let's just look at Dollar Bank. It doesn't have the, what is it? The Dollar Bank trademark with the baseball team. To see. This is just another Dollar Bank check that I was able to find searching online. And I'm pretty sure there are others that can be found. Even still, Mary Ann's check is not showing to be accurate. Let me go back and just look at, let me just share this. Let me just share the screen. Let's just Google checks. Take a look at what I'm looking at, man. You got Dollar Bank receipts. Here you go. You got here is some folks holding up a Dollar Bank. This is a more fake Dollar Bank check from 2020. Let's do that. Even in this, what say you? We got a poll out there because it's not about me getting you to believe what I say. It's about you believing what you see on the screen. 2 checks now. What's really going on? Are both of these checks fake? Check A. Check B. What do you think? Is Mary Ann telling the truth? Did Dollar Bank house a $68,600 check for Mary? You got to think about this. You got to call Patrick Bishop because we got to get back to it. It's people that's running around the sector that likes to use AI and have AI speak on their behalf. So yes, presenting a fake check as real is a serious crime classified as check fraud or forgery. Don't forget, she walked right in to the police precinct with a fake check, talking about, this is real. And then let's just say she didn't walk into the precinct with this check right here. She walked in with this check. This is fake. I don't believe it, Mary. Intent to defraud. To be convicted, a prosecutor generally must prove you knowingly presented a fake check with the intention to obtain something of value, money, goods, or services. Knowledge. If you are a victim of a scam and unknowingly deposit a fake check in good faith, you are generally not criminally liable, though you may still face financial penalties from your bank. You knew that they was going to give you a fake check because you said you had to sign for it and you had to bring the fake check to them to get this check. So you know fake checks are being passed around. That's the problem here. There's crimes being committed to try to get us to believe that you have been defrauded. You are literally walking yourself into the police precinct to be arrested. That is why Patrick Bishop and them told you, if this is for real, you need to handle this criminally. I mean, you need to handle this civilly, excuse me. But don't get yourself in a position to where by you going up to FDMG and you got these fake checks flying around that you land on the other side. Because that's what's happening, Mary. Don't you see that? Don't you see that your thirst to prove that this stuff is real is getting you more and more in line to get criminal charges brought against you? Mary, stop. Forgery versus fraud. Making or altering a check is often charged as forgery. Passing that check to another person or institution is often charged as check fraud or theft by deception. Stop, Mary. Stop. Mary, stop. Mary, stop. Stop while you're ahead, Mary. Mary, I need for you to stop. Shout out to My Chaos Brew, peace and Pan-Africanism, my brother, family. We got the check. Hashtag we did it, Joe. Then hashtag we going to jail, Joe. Damn. Don't you know that a cup of Joe in jail is more valuable than damn near real money? A cup of coffee is currency in jail. We don't need that. That is madness. Thank you for the super chat. Listen, y'all need to get over to My Chaos Brew. Sis, I need for you to drop your video link in the chat from last night dealing with AAS. Because a lot of people don't know who that is. And I know where this is headed. And it needs to head that way. Because on members only, yes, I know she's watching and I know she's been itching and waiting. She got athlete's foot, just feet just itching all over the place. Waiting for me to say that we will be doing a members only live stream. Yes. We will be doing sneak panels. Sneak panels. We will be holding sneak panels reviewing the videos and the coverage that I did about AAS for all of those members that don't know who that is, showing the history of tomfoolery from this woman calling me King Kong crackhead because I have a 40 caliber bullet in my head. And yes, my skull is cracked. And I'm King Kong of the cracked heads. I'm probably the only human being that you know with a 40 caliber bullet still lodged in their brain, and I'm still making perfectly good sense, showing that you are out here lying to the people. I'm doing a damn good job of making sense of what I'm saying. Probably the only person you know on YouTube at that that's doing it. And so, yes, we're going to have the sneak panel. She called them sneak panels. She says that we are being sneaky. So even though I'm letting everybody know to join the membership so that we can have membership lives, is called sneak panels. And so we're going to have sneak panels letting you know that you do not need to be out here befriending every content creator that you know or that you see, because YouTube gives you the ability to comment in chats and whatnot and get to, I guess, get close to the content creator, if you will. Some of these content creators in the Umar Johnson space, they are not looking to help you build your channel or to grow or anything like that. They are wanting you to push their narrative. They want you to tell the Umar Johnson story the way they want you to tell it. And if you don't, you will be attacked personally. And if they can't get through to you, then they will try to mess with your family. They will do stuff. All because you refuse to tell the story about Umar Johnson the way they want you to tell it. This is not a space to try to make friends and to collaborate. You can't. You have to leave this space to do that. And if you choose to come to this space thinking that you are going to collaborate and you are going to bring people together, by the time you realize what the hell is going on, it's going to be too late for you. So yes, please drop your link to the live stream you did about AAS always after somebody so that the people can go ahead and start doing their homework. Thank you so much. Shout out to you. We got 100% real man, buttermilk biscuits. We got you. I got you. Let me get through the commentary and we will do just that. Shout out to 100% real man. Being a member for 7 months. 7 months, man, of dedication. I really, really appreciate that. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and let it be known you have reached the 6-month milestone.
6 months loyal.
Six months loyal. Crown acknowledged.
Thank you so much, 100% real man. I really appreciate you. Join the pull-up team. The link is pinned to the top of the chat. And who else we got? We got some more receipts going on. Let's see. We got Keeper116 with the super chat. Mary and anyone else as an ex-teller sup. FOI, it is illegal to show, present, or deposit a fake check as if it is real. They don't want you to know that, Keeper. They want you to think that presenting a fake check as real is this. YouTube ain't a real place. You can do that. You can do you can walk into police precincts with fake checks. You can deposit fake checks. You can do all of everything Mary Ann is doing. And we are supposed to believe that it's real. But we know in our real life, if you do that, you're going to get in trouble. So why is it that Mary can do all of this foolishness and we not question it? Thank you so much for the super chat. We got Miss Independent member for 1 month. Stop it, Mary. We are past tired. We are. I'm so exhausted. Thank you so much for this for being a member for 1 month. That's real. We got Mind Chaos Brew member for 1 month. Call Patrick Bishop today. You got to do it. Don't wait. Call right now. And the reason why I'm saying it is because Mary Ann was the one that told us to call Patrick Bishop, and we're going to make sure that we play that video. So you know I ain't lying. She said call Patrick Bishop if you want to verify the check. She said the check is at headquarters. I'm going to assume you took this check to headquarters. So we need to call headquarters. We need to call Patrick Bishop. We need to know what's really going on around here. Let us get back into the fact that calling Patrick Bishop and finding out the fact that, hey, these are the potential penalties for passing around fake documents like that. Penalties vary by state and the total value of the check. Misdemeanor, usually for smaller amounts, often under $500 to $1,000. Jail time up to 1 year. Fines, typically hundreds to thousands of dollars. And felony for larger amounts or repeat offenses. Prison time can range from 1 to 10 plus years, depending on state laws, up to 7 years in New York. Goodness. Fines can exceed $10,000. Federal bank fraud. If the fraud targets a federally insured financial institution, penalties can be as severe as 30 years in prison and fines up to $1 million. Mary, what are you trying to get us to do here? You got a $68,000 frauded check here. That's a felony, man. We can face financial consequences even without criminal charges. The presenter of a fake check is usually held responsible by their bank for repayment. You must repay the full amount of the check if you have already withdrawn or spent the funds. Fees. Banks often charge return item or overdraft fees. Account closure. Banks may freeze or permanently close your account for suspicious activity. Well, that's funny because Mary said that the lady that got fired can't open up a bank account nowhere in the nation. And so the question is, Mary, were you talking about yourself? Did you go around presenting this check right here as real? And they was like, oh, hell no, Mary, what you doing? We closing your account and you can't open no bank accounts nowhere in the nation. Because based on what we are seeing, that very well could be possible. Because you the only one running around with this fake check story, Mary. Ain't nobody else told it but you. What's really going on? That is crazy. So now that we know the ramifications behind the foolishness that you are pulling, Mary. Let us continue.
I apologize to all that has placed their trust in me.
Well, Mary, I don't think there's an apology big enough that you can give for anybody that trusts you with this fake check that decides to push this story and gets caught up and they got to go to jail. For all of my, AI university scholars out there, ask AI, can you go to jail for presenting a fake check as real? Is that a crime? I don't think Mary can apologize for that. Hold on. Let me make sure that you guys can hear it. It says that you lost audio. So let me represent the screen. All right, here we go. Put an 8 in the chat if you can hear.
Which I didn't, but I
you can hear the audio or you can hear the video.
And I can assure you, moving forward, I will never allow anything like this to happen. But there is one channel that will not get a pass. There was one channel that he and his co-host in a third person were unbelievable. They dragged my deceased father in this.
All right.
That's unacceptable, and that will not be tolerated. Channel member, my father was a man of integrity.
Channel member, this was not her daddy. I just want y'all to know before I continue. This is the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. She looks like him, but I would say this. I put this on the screen because so Mary Ann's father, from what I could see from the homework that was done, would or could be in the category of cult leader. The story of what took place with that gentleman. Shout out to Mind Chaos Brew because she did some homework. Shout out to Rim Rum. They did some homework. And it's a sad story. Someone lost their life. It was some buildings that her father owned, considered to be slumlord, if you will. Shout out to Southern Nappiness. Her father was a slumlord and a man lost his life because of her father's actions. Where can I find the story? Where can I find the story? Can somebody drop the link and we'll talk about it? We'll talk about it. I put the Honorable Elijah Muhammad on the screen because she, to me, looks like that's who she looked like. Drop the link. Drop the link. Please drop the link. Rim, go drop the link to the video so I can grab it out the chat and we can review it, please. I need a moderator to drop the link to the video so we can talk about it. While y'all grab the link to drop, let's continue.
My father was a kind, compassionate individual. I owed a lot to my parent who made me the individual that I am today. And to the great my father memory, no, that won't be tolerated. That won't be acceptable. My father came to America with $1 in his pocket. When he walked in the Bank of America to exchange that Haitian dollar to an American dollar, they gave him 20 cents. That was the value of the Haitian dollar at the time. He was in a foreign land, no family, no friend, in a foreign language. New York City is the financial heartbeat of the United States of America, one of the greatest countries in the world. My father, at the time of transition, living this world, going to his heavenly Father, has attained 3 buildings in New York. And at the time of transition, there was no mortgage on any of the buildings. My father, at the time of transitioning from this world to his maker, had 2 private homes, and there was no mortgage on any of those homes. That's what you call building financial wealth for your offspring. My father was a kind, compassionate man. My father was the type, he would take the shirt off his back for an individual. You understand? My father sat with the president. My father sat with congressmen.
Now, shout out to Mind Chaos Brew. Thank you so much for the information. Let's see. Let me see. I think you dropped something else. Okay, let me click this one. Nope, that's not one. Chat moving kind of fast. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. This is what I'm looking for. So she said, and you know, before I continue, I want to make sure I'm perfectly clear. I definitely understand how someone would feel talking about or seeing someone talk about their loved one, their father, if you will, on social media, and the fact that it's not in a good light. My father has passed. I'm going to go ahead and put myself out there since I'm the content creator. My father has passed. And so if my father did some things in his past, and I'm out here telling a story to you all, wanting you to believe my story, and you guys, I'm lying. I'm out here lying, but I'm doing my best to make you guys believe what I'm saying. And you all bring up my father and everything and things that he did. I can still get upset and be like, you know, you're talking about my loved one and you doing this and you can do that. But on the outside looking in, that's really just showing a pattern of behavior and where it started from, the complete madness. The beautiful Bernie says, I remember that fire. They had to find that man to charge him. My. I was there. They only read the article. And that's how you make sure that you stand. Shout out to Laurie and everybody else that's looking. And you may want to sit in the seat of a content creator one day. Welcome to the show, Social Justice. Thank you for tuning in, Philly Phil. You may want to sit in the seat of a content creator. Your best bet is to make sure that you are sticking to articles, things that are public record that's already out there. Because Mary Ann, should she decide to, okay, they're bullying me, they're doing this, they're doing that, we're really not bullying no one. What we're doing is we're connecting the dots. That's what's going on. And we're going off of public record information. So with that being said, I'm not bullying. I am not doing any other such. What I am doing is I'm following fair use. I'm not disrespecting your father, but let's go ahead and let's see what the news coverage had to say.
Landlord in Brooklyn under arrest tonight, charged with manslaughter for a deadly fire in his building.
Yeah, it's a building that also happens to house a church where he was the pastor. 1 person was killed and 9 others were hurt.
The pastor's building has illegally subdivided units. Here's Stacy Sager.
He was a well-liked pastor for decades in Flatbush, but today prosecutors from the Brooklyn's office described 78-year-old Luckner pastor for decades in Flatbush, but today prosecutors from the Brooklyn DA's office described 78-year-old Luckner.
Oh, you look like your daddy. You your daddy's child. I've never seen this. Good Lord. Oh, man. Mary.
Lorient as more of a slumlord out to make a profit, even if it risked lives.
It was this defendant who told the actual tenants of record to rent out the rooms to other people, and that he would also find people and supply them in order that he could collect rent from the 2nd and 3rd floor.
And ultimately, it proved deadly here on Flatbush Avenue back in 2014. There was a devastating fire inside the building which housed his church. 1 man was killed and many others critically injured.
Wow.
There was faulty wiring, water leaks, at least 23 tenants on the building's 2nd floor, and no working fire escape on the 3rd.
Most of these people were elderly women and young women with young children.
But today, Lorient's defense team, in essence, blamed the tenants.
And he was taking them to court to try to evict them. There were people who lived there that were getting arrested continuously.
He approached us so many times as pastors to see what we could have done for him to help him get these people out.
But the criminal case, only part of Lorient's legal problems. There are also civil suits, and prosecutors say Lorient left the country at least twice instead of showing up for depositions.
So he pushed everything back on them, trying to say, I was trying to evict him. I was trying to get him out of there. So we see why she don't take any accountability for what she say. We see why she don't take accountability. Again, it's a pattern of behavior. It starts at the root. Your father didn't take accountability for the things that he did and tried to prove that this is all their fault. I would even argue that he was trying to argue that these people that passed away lost their lives due to their own negligence. It's not my fault. It's their fault. Wow.
This defendant is a flight risk, Your Honor.
The judge agreed, setting Lorient's bail at $1 million cash or $2 million bond, also agreeing that Lorient ignored multiple violations dating back at least 15 years. Lorient pleaded not guilty today to a host of charges, the most serious, second-degree manslaughter. His next court date, August 10th.
Man, for immediate release, Flatbush landlord indicted for manslaughter in connection with fatal fire that left 1 dead and 9 injured. Defendant illegally subdivided apartments, leading to unsafe conditions. Brooklyn District Attorney Ken Thompson, together with New York City Fire Commissioner Daniel A. Negro, New York City Buildings Commissioner Rick D. Chandler, and New York City Department of Investigation Commissioner Mark G. Peters, today announced that the owner of a Flatbush apartment building that was illegally subdivided has been indicted on manslaughter and other charges stemming from a fatal fire that left 1 tenant dead and 9 others, including 4 children, injured. On November 19, 2014, at approximately 12:39 a.m., a fire enveloped at 1434 Flatbush Avenue, according to the incident or indictment, after a water cooler on the second floor ignited as a result of being connected to an overloaded electrical circuit. The fire spread quickly to the floor, walls, and ceiling of a living room, simultaneously spread through the second floor hallway and up the stairs to the third floor. 20 of the 23 tenants were home at the time, most of them sleeping. The tenants on the second floor escaped on their own or with the assistance of firefighters. The tenants on the third floor were either trapped or overcome by smoke and lost consciousness. Firefighters rescued 6 unconscious tenants from rooms and hallways on the third floor. Many of the tenants suffered moderate to severe smoke inhalation, and 3 were seriously burned. A 24-year-old man, Jeff Frederick, died of smoke inhalation. Lorient, who was the pastor of a church located on the ground floor, is alleged to have recklessly disregarded safety issues despite numerous violations and vacate orders variously issued by the New York City Department of Buildings, Department of Housing, Preservation and Development, and the New York City Fire Department, dating back more than 10 years. It is alleged that Lorient filed false documents asserting he was no longer operating the building as an illegal SRO. But after inspections confirming his assertions, he quickly converted the building back to the illegal. So your father, Mary Ann, said that, hey, we tried to evict these people. But first, before he got to saying that, the dude tried his best to say, we don't even operate that building no more. While the state is telling him, y'all need to just leave. Y'all need to just go. And these are the same, and your father, he did this, and you found your way to Umar Johnson. Someone who mimics the behaviors that your father was displaying. And you found your way into a community, another cult-like community that's doing this on a larger scale. That's what's happening here. The amount of rent they charge for these old brownstone homes is ridiculous, and they all are like this. I would never live in one of those old homes. This is sad stuff. They do anything, they get that money. Now, a question I asked you might make sense. I thought you knew this already, KKC. I didn't know this. If it's in the news, people will talk about it. You have to be careful. And you got to be ready. If you're going to bring yourself to a stage and make sure that you set up shop and be an influencer or a content creator, you got to understand that people will find out stuff like this about you. Old things will resurface. Those things that you thought was dead and gone and put away with. No. People will find this out and talk about it. And now it makes sense as to why we see Mary Ann's behaviors. It's in alignment with her father. My goodness. Shout out to Dr. Nikki. 29 months, 2 years. That's big. I really appreciate the dedication. I really do. I know that I have the 2 year, or no, I have the 6 months. I got the 5 year. I got to get the 2 year. I got to get the 2 year mark in here, man. So again, thank you so much for your dedication. We already crowned you. I love you. I thank you so much for everything you've done for my channel over the years. So everyone, make sure that you wish Dr. Nikki Proctor a congratulations for being a pull-up team member for 29 months. Listen, if you want to be a part of the pull-up team, go ahead and hit that link at the top of the chat. We still got so much more to get into. I got to process what I'm reading. Listen, I don't know how I missed this on My Chaos Brews. Shout out to Sis, shout out to Rimrum, because these are other content creators that's putting the message out there about these individuals, y'all. I did not know this. But we, again, have so much more to get into. Mary Ann caught again. Fake bank check after fake legacy check. 2 checks now. What is really going on? We'll be right back. Please hit that like button because you are tuned in to The Receipt Show with your boy, KKC.
Even when I'm full, I could always have more. Every single bite to the last of it. Buttermilk biscuits. I enjoy it. Even when I'm full, I could always have more.
Sounds so soulful, don't you agree?
Every single bite to the last of it. Buttermilk biscuits. Buttermilk biscuits. I enjoy it. Buttermilk biscuits. Buttermilk biscuits. Buttermilk biscuits. I enjoy it. Buttermilk biscuits. Buttermilk biscuits. Buttermilk biscuits. I enjoy it. Even when I'm full, I could always have more. Bite to the last of it. Even when I'm full, I can always have more. Every single bite to the last of it. Buttermilk biscuits. I enjoy it. Buttermilk biscuits. Buttermilk biscuits. I enjoy it. Buttermilk biscuits.
Sounds so soulful, don't you agree?
Biscuits. Buttermilk biscuits. I enjoy it.
Ooh, Popeye's biscuits.
ADHD is not a special ed disability.
You ain't never said nothing. And she ain't never said nothing. And he ain't never said nothing. Who the hell was it that said that I'm a ADHD?
eclipses the academic opportunities for black children and especially black boys. What am I talking about? In special education, we have 13 diagnoses, 13 disabilities. What are they? Speech and language impairment, deafness, hearing impairment, blindness, brain injury, orthopedic impairment, autism, learning disability, emotional disturbance, other health impairment, and the list goes on. But when I say that special education is a weapon of mass destruction against black boys, I'm talking about 4 specific disabilities. I'm talking about the learning disability. I'm talking about the emotional disturbance. I'm talking about intellectual disability. And I'm talking about ADHD. It's not a special ed disability. It's a weapon of mass destruction. Let me say it again. ADHD is not a special ed disability. It's a weapon of mass destruction against black boys. ADHD means ain't no daddy at home disorder. Now you might say, well, my daddy's home. Okay. Then it ain't no discipline at home disorder. Well, the daddy's home and there's discipline. Okay. Then it's an artificial diet at home. Sugar, caffeine, high fructose corn syrup, right? And then you might say that daddy's at home, we have discipline, and we vegan, vegetarian, we don't do sugar, caffeine, or fructose. Then there's only one more. Attachment disruption due to home life dysfunction. What is attachment disruption due to home life dysfunction? That's a boy who goes to school and misbehaves because his father's in jail and he don't get to see him. That's a boy that goes to school and can't pay attention because his parents might be chemically addicted. And because of that, there's problems at home. Or maybe he's being sexually abused, or physically abused, or verbally abused. Or maybe the mother doing the best she can, but they have to move from house to house, or maybe even they're homeless. What is the point? My point is, what is often called ADHD is a family life situation, or personal emotional situation, or personal psychological issue disguised as a behavior problem. Disguised as a behavior problem. Disguised as a behavior problem. Disguised as a behavior problem.
Pastoral on a beat.
Welcome back to the Receipt Show. I'm your boy KKC, and we are listening, or was listening, to what happened with Mary Ann Lorient's father. If you are just now tuning in, we have come across a case that was sent to us by Mind Chaos Brew, talking about what happened back in 2014 dealing with Mary Ann Lorient's father. Mary Ann said that her father was a good man, great man. He did great things. And hey, it seems like something is up. Now, I just clicked out of the documentation. I'm always messing with some stuff. So let me go ahead and pull this back up. All right, I got it right here. Let me reshare my screen. Here we are. And let me scroll back to the section that I was dealing with. All right. Now, It says the tenants on the second floor were not able to get out, or excuse me, the tenants on the third floor were either trapped or overcome by smoke and lost consciousness. The problem that I have with any of this is because, for one, if you were going to have this going on, at least make sure that everything is in working condition. Should something happen, people can get out. You don't have faulty wiring. Everything is good. I understand, you know, you might have some apartments that you rent out, and some of those people are, you know, okay, we got our cousins living with us. I get that. We have some people that have lived like that, or we know stories of people that have lived like that. But goodness, you got people stacked and piled on top of people just so you can collect a dollar. And then some stuff like this pop off and people lose their life, and you still don't want to take accountability for what you did. When the city even gave you an out, like, stop this and just leave. You wanted to act like you wasn't even doing this and then turn around and start the operations back up. So let's continue. Furthermore, it is alleged because of the conversion, there were power strips and multiple extension cords in every room and stretched into hallways, and electrical outages due to overloads were a common occurrence. He got surge protectors and extension cords going from the surge protectors, so everybody couldn't on one or two sockets, overloading the circuit board. Craziness. So that everybody and their mama can watch TV, listen to the radio, run the washing machine, just anything. Craziness. Look, I'm pretty sure they talking about it. Furthermore, it is alleged because of the conversion, there were power strips and multiple extension cords in every room and stretched into hallways, and electrical outages due to overloads were a common occurrence, which Lorient knew because of notices of violations received from HPD. In fact, according to the investigation, nearly every room had a television and refrigerator, and many had air conditioners, space heaters, microwaves, cell phone chargers, laptops, and hot plates, seriously comprising the electrical system. I told you. It ain't like, okay, since all y'all staying here, this is the only room where y'all can come and watch TV. That's it. This is the only room where y'all can come and charge your phones, or like it was no boundaries, no regulations. This is crazy. So a tenant on the second floor had an electric water cooler. The overloaded system caused a wire to the water cooler to overheat and erupt. Man. In addition, the building failed to offer two means of egress as required by law, and the single fire escape for the building was inoperable. The case was investigated by Fire Marshal John Orlando and the New York City Fire Department Barry Rom. Chief Investigations of the New York City Department of Investigation Executive Engineer Yigal Shamash, Principal Engineer Marco Frias, and Electrical Engineer Mather Abbasi of the Department of Buildings, and Detective William Simon of the New York City Police Department Cold Case Squad. That's crazy, man. So This is Mary Ann's father. This is about Mary Ann Lorient's father. That is major. I didn't know this. Thank you for the super chat, Allison. Mary Ann Lorient isn't just saying, hey, don't talk about my dad, but she's telling us he's a great man, knowing this happened, and we can easily read this. I mean, I have to give a little grace because it's her father. I'm glad that he was in her life. Let's start there. I know that this story is monstrous, and I get it. But I also get why she's passionate. It's her father, it's her dad. And in her eyes, her dad can't do no wrong. I see that. And the way I see that is because I have a daughter myself. And I love my daughter. And I can tell my daughter loves me. She is definitely a daddy's girl. I do everything that I possibly can do to be an upstanding man in the eyes of my daughter. And I'm pretty sure that there's things that she would say that, hey, that's my dad. Don't talk about my dad. Like if she came on social media and saw the things that AAS has said about me. These are things that I get. And it's only because I have a daughter. But on the other side, on the flip side, accountability is what I teach my daughter. I can say he did not teach his daughter anything like this. Okay? Bottom line. He did not teach his daughter accountability because he can't teach something that he doesn't even practice himself. And he did not practice accountability. So because of that, we are going to talk about how people do things and they need to own up to their wrongdoings, their right doings, own up to what you do. I teach my daughter that. So shout out to Allison. That was good right there. Oh, Texas Diva, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we acknowledge the 5 memberships. We have Rimrum. We have Wolves of Black Wall Street. We have Jamie. We have TJ. And we have Shantae Brown. All new members of the pull-up team. We will make sure that we bring you into the fold at the end of the show. I want to make sure that you guys stand by so that you can be crowned. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. And thank you for the super chat, Dr. Nikki. Merry Christmas, KKC. Man, this is shit. We ain't even in July. Thank you so much, Dr. Nikki, for the super chat. We also have the beautiful Bernice with a super chat. KKC checking out Messenger from a message from Dr. Nikki. Okay. Are you telling me to check Messenger? Is that what you asking me to do? Let me see what's going on. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, wow. Shout out to Dr. Nikki with the receipt. Hold on. That's dope. Oh, wow. Well, Marianne, look at what the hell just happened to you. Gots to be more careful, Mary. You got to be more careful, Mary. So this right here is the check that Mary says she got. I've already said this is definitely a woman's handwriting. Like we there's no argument about that. And how we know that, one, this is definitely a woman's handwriting. It's not a man's handwriting. It's definitely not Umar's handwriting. Let's go to the receipts. Shout out to Dr. Nikki. And I see why she now says Merry Christmas. This is a receipt from Dr. Nikki. This right here is Psychoacademic Holocaust, the first book Umar Johnson wrote, and was a copy that Dr. Nikki got. And guess what? It was autographed by Umar to Queen Nikki. No struggle, no progress. Dr. Umar Johnson called 215-989-9858. He made sure he put his phone number. Call me. Call me, Dr. Nikki. Hell you talking about? You better call me, girl. Oh, man. You can't make this stuff up. Man. So, Mary, I guess the people need to see your handwriting, Mary. Because this is Dr. Umar. He has good penmanship. We can't deny that. But check this out, Mary. The people want to see you write something in real time. That was from 2014. Okay. 2014. The same year that Mary Ann's dad is out here doing the tomfoolery. That is crazy. We need to see your handwriting, Mary. See, I tried to tell her at the beginning. I told Mary, I said, listen, I said, and shout out to Moneyboy Trey, because that's why I got this screenshot from. I was tuned in to Moneyboy Trey, and I took a screenshot. He called. Let me tell y'all how serious this was, man. Moneyboy Trey called me while he was live. He called. I didn't know nothing about this. Moneyboy Trey called me. He like, man, you gotta check this out. You gotta get to this. And I'm like, man, I answered the question. I tuned in, and I had to get a screenshot. I'm like, let me get a screenshot of this. I am so sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm sick of it. You are absolutely right. It just keeps getting crazier and crazier. It doesn't stop. And I told Mary Ann, I said, listen, you come out here, people are going to check what you say. And every time you tell a lie, it's going to get worse and worse. You might as well just tell the truth. You will be better off just coming out saying, you know what, y'all, all of this check stuff was some BS. And I just wanted to get Umar Johnson taken down, y'all. I'm so mad at all the stuff, the hard work I put in making the movie and all that. I just want to take him down, y'all. And I was on some BS. I was clowning. Man. I was trying to get y'all to believe me, but it didn't work. Y'all got me. All right. I see y'all do y'all homework. Y'all got me. Y'all was talking about my daddy, man. I need y'all to stop doing that, because that ain't gonna work. We ain't doing that. That's all you gotta do, Mary. And everybody gonna be like, damn, Mary, that's what we was waiting on. All right. Now don't be on that bullshit no more, Mary. That's all the people want, man. But you won't do it. You won't do it. If you open a PDF in Adobe, you can see redacted information, FYI. Thank you for that tidbit, because I did not know. That is good to know. I don't have a way of getting this, because this is a lot. That's what everybody wants, though. Everybody wants to see this redacted stuff. Hey, go take your test, Diva. Hey, everybody, tell Texas Diva, go take her test. You go take your test, because you're going to pass that test, because you are part of the pull-up team, and we got the right information, and you got the right answers. Go knock that test out so you can come back and hang out with us. That's what has to happen. You go kick that test ass, then you come back and you hang out with us for the rest of the time. We ain't going nowhere. We here. We up in here. Shout out to Texas Diva. I love it. I know. I gotta get myself together. I listen. My mouth has retracted back to the days, and I'm not a pastor. I'm a deacon, but I'm just keeping it real, man. Even my members know I keep it real. And when I get passionate, I get passionate. I don't like lies. I don't like lies. Just all you got to do is tell the truth. If we don't understand the truth, just let it be known. Like I don't know. I don't know is an answer. It's a very valid answer. It's better than trying to make up some stuff to get some people to believe some stuff. Just, I don't know. Okay, you don't know. It don't make sense. You don't know. Chances are you need to stop the foolishness. This is madness. This lady won't listen to save her life. You listen to respond. I don't know why you do that, Mary. You need to sit yourself down somewhere. This story has flopped like a fish out of water. This is her storyline. You right. Nidra, you so right. She won't stop the foolishness. It's in her DNA. She get it from her daddy. Damn. You gotta stop. If you have turned your life to Christ, and it is imperative that you understand that the truth is a conviction. And as long as you are under a conviction, that means that you are still under the covering of God. And Mary, all of this pushback that you're receiving is the truth. And you are under a heavy conviction. But guess what? It's going to get to a point to where we're going to get tired of trying to get you to understand that you can't BS us and you need to stop. And if you don't, we just going to stop tuning in. We're going to write you off as non-credible, and you're going to be out there. And if you keep going into these people's precincts with these fake documents, you're going to go to jail. You're going to go to jail, Mary. Trying to keep up this is a dangerous lie. This is a dangerous lie to keep going. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Because this is dangerous. This is dangerous. And I know it's in your blood because your dad and what he went through, and he got the attorneys, and the attorneys was trying to blame the victims, and you see what happened with that. You see the turnout. I don't even have to tell you, it didn't end well. So stop it. While you have the opportunity, stop it. That is the true definition of repenting. For all of those that don't understand, repenting is just that. You stop doing what's leading you away from God. You just turn away from doing that. You stop lying and start telling the truth. It's the hardest thing, but you got to do it. That's true repentance. I'm sorry, I lied. I stopped lying from here on out. I'm going to tell the truth no matter how hard it gets. You are a woman of God. So I'm telling you what you got to do. Just like I need to stop cursing because I done got so comfortable in this foolishness. I done started reverting back to ways that I need to stop doing. That's me. That's me. And I got to stop. That's my conviction. Because I've told the pull-up team several times, we got to switch up how we do some of this content around here. I don't mind. That's what it looks like, falling off your walk and then getting back on. I got to get back on. And I'm not too proud to say, hey, I done fell off. I ain't got too comfortable with y'all in this story. I got to get myself together. I got some work to do. I do. But that's what that looks like, Mary. And I'm here. If you need somebody to help you, I'll walk with you. I'm for real. I'm supposed to do that. I'm required. I am required to serve, and that's what it looks like to serve. I will serve, but I'm also going to hit you with this truth. You got to stop this, Mary. You got to stop. You got to stop. That's what it looks like to be holy. That's what it means to be holy. When people hear holy in these type of words, like some of the people that really don't understand Christianity, they think that you're supposed to be wearing all white and you got a golden or orange aura, radiating off you and things like that. That's not what it means. Holy means that you are set aside. That people can look at you and know that God has his hand on you. You are set aside. You ain't out here lying. You ain't out here deceiving. You ain't out here doing the foolishness. And oftentimes that comes with people not wanting to fool with you, because chances are you're going to call them out on their BS. So it's a lonely road. But it's also a hard path, because it's so easy and so comfortable to, as you can see, I'm sitting here cursing and carrying on, and I done said I'm supposed to stop. It's so easy to fall off. But again, I'm doing my best. I'm really trying. I ain't gonna give up. That's what this is, Mary. That's what it's about. I keep telling people, like, Mary, I'm on you, Mary. I almost slipped up. I'm on you, Mary. I'm close. You can't be out here showing the titty meat. I can say that. You can't be doing that. You got to cover that up. You got to stop lying. You got to stop the deception. You got to stop deceiving the people. The thing is, shout out to Big Pat Mo. You know what? She might be one of those people that feel like she can't. But every day that she opens her eyes is an opportunity to stop doing it. She gets chance after chance. That's the goodness. That's the grace. That's the mercy. That's the beauty of it all. Every moment of your life that you inhale and exhale, you can choose to stop right then and there. Just stop. For all of those people that feel like they can't stop smoking, well, guess what? You started. Yes, you can. Just like the little girl, I don't know if y'all seen the video of the little girl that was hanging on the side of the bunk bed and broke the rails and immediately got up and said, I'm finna tell. Because her brother was sitting on the ladder. He was sitting on the top bunk, and she went and told their mama that that the brother broke the rails off the bed. He had to call the daddy. and tell the daddy what was going on. Like, man, she lying on me. It starts at an early age. You got to check that. You got to check that early. And so now it's embedded in Mary's DNA. It's her essence. It's her vocabulary. It's her vernacular. That's all she know. But guess what? Big Pat Mo, she know I be telling the truth because she watches this channel. She know that conviction hit her. She said that she was rocking with me until I started talking body part. I started talking about we grown family, we sure is grown, and you know exactly what you was doing. That's why you talking like you doing. You know what's wrong. You know what was wrong. You got to give into it. Give into that feeling. That you want to reject that feeling. That's why you trying to take a stance and defend yourself. I wasn't doing anything wrong. You know you was doing something wrong. You don't want that feeling. That conviction feeling. It's a good pain. It's a good pain. You better give into it before it's too late. Because like I tell everybody, I tell my students this. My students, meaning my Sunday school class. You can go to hell where everything will be fair. If you want things to be fair, go to hell. Go to hell. Everything is going to be fair in hell. What you mean, KKC? You won't get everything you deserve by going to hell. Everything going to be fair in hell. Everybody going to get what they deserve. No questions asked. It's not going to be fair in heaven. Why you say that, KKC? Because there's going to be people up there that you going like, you shouldn't be in heaven. That ain't fair. Well, hey, it is what it is. Uh-oh. So the question becomes, did Mary Ann Lorient's daddy go to hell? Since we talking about it. I know somebody out there is thinking about it. I know Mary Ann going to be pissed off because I even put the question out there that nobody is asking, but it's on everybody's mind. Well, guess what, Mary Ann? That's why I'm called the Receipt Show. I ask those questions. I do that. Did Mary Ann's father go to hell? I don't know. I can tell you this. If he did not repent before he checked up out of here, well, he got some problems on his hands. I can tell you that. I don't know if he did. But I can tell you, if he did not repent before he got up out of here, and it's not just about saying, I'm sorry, ha, ha, ha. It's the essence of your heart. Did you really mean that? Did you really mean, I'm sorry for not fixing the fire escape so those people can get up out of here? When that situation popped off, did you really mean that? I'm sorry. When you said you were sorry, and it was people that tried to get out, but they passed out because of the smoke inhalation, did you really mean that? I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know. That's speculation, Big Pat Mel. That's speculation. I can't say he is, and I can't say he ain't. Honestly, yes, I can. Because as the word goes, no one is in hell right now. All spirits and souls return back to God until the ultimate judgment. So I can say that. So no, he's not in heaven or hell. He is waiting for the ultimate judgment, in which he can't repent anymore. Repenting is only for the living. It's only reserved for the living. That is crazy. But why are we talking about this? Because Mary Ann is a Christian, and I'm only giving we of the same walk. I'm just telling you what it is. Now the question is, will he be going to hell, Dr. Sebi? It's not that he's in hell, because again, nobody is in hell right now. All people that will be going to hell, they will be going to hell together. No one is there. Right now, all souls are resting. All souls are just chilling out, waiting to the ultimate time. That's what I can tell you. So the question would become, is he going to hell? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I can say I understand Mary Ann, and I understand that's her father. She loves her father. I love my father. We all should love our fathers if our fathers were there for us. And Mary Ann's situation, she has yet to accept accountability for her wrongdoing. She has not accepted accountability for what her dad did. And accepting accountability is not owning what he did, and you know, I take the blunt of that. But guess what? You are your father's child, and you have to take the weight of his sins. That's how it, excuse me, that's how it goes. And the sins of the father can be very heavy. And the problem is, it becomes a generational curse if you have not started righting the wrongs. You're tasked with that. And if you are walking the same path that he did, well, that passes down to your downline. That's a generational curse that you got to break. And then you got to go back and you got to make sure that you are correcting what you have planted in your kids. Because even though that you break the generational curses of your father, there's new generational curses that are bestowed on your kids, on the next generation. Why? Because we live in a world of sin. Craziness. And it starts with you taking accountability, Mary Ann. And so I can tell you right now, you in danger, ma'am. It ain't even about, you know, you going to heaven or hell. I'm just talking about the tasks that you have while you walking this earth. We can see it. We all see it. You have a lying spirit on you. A lying and deceptive spirit at that. That is what we call strongholds. And strongholds can be broken in the name of Jesus around here. But guess what? I can't break that stronghold for you. My goodness, let's get back into this. I wasn't thinking it was going this route today.
My father is known in the Puerto Rican community for helping those with immigration issues.
Guess what? You in America. I'm tired of it. This is what I'm talking about. See, y'all want to get over here in America and y'all still want to click up with your culture. That's fine. I'm not against that. I'm not against that. But what you finna do is you better understand that he is breaking the American laws. It ain't wrong, ain't nothing wrong with you looking out for your people, but making sure your people is taken care of. I'm pretty sure your daddy had that church and had that building, and it was specifically for your people. But look at what he did to them. And look at what y'all doing to our people, the black community. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Look, check out how they treating their own people. And then they want to take care of your kids. Gonna get them off in a situation such as this. That's why dilapidated buildings ain't a problem to Mary Ann and people like the community. I keep trying to tell y'all, if y'all take a listen and real cold hard look at these stories dealing and surrounded with FDMG, you can see these people don't mind being in bad living conditions. They don't mind it. It's the city and people around them, us, that's bringing awareness to this stuff. Don't y'all, please at least tell me y'all get that much. the people that's in these cults, that's in these organizations, in these communities, they don't care about the black mold. They don't care about the roaches. They don't care about that. We do. We care more about it than they do. To them, they are taking care of their community. All the while, we get stories of like what happened to Mary Ann Lawrence's dad in that community. This is savage. This is savage. That's a hell of a question, Joan. I have no way of answering. I don't know. I don't know what form of Christianity he was teaching. Because people will argue me down and say I preach and back white nationalism Christianity. I'm like, beg your freaking pardon, man. All right. So it's all up for debate. I don't know what form of Christianity he was teaching, and that form was getting them to submit. I don't know. I don't know. But for her to be this far, he was not an upstanding American, and he was doing wrong to the Haitian community. He didn't have their best interests at heart. He's well known in the Haitian community doing them wrong, but caring more about the American dollar. Make that make sense. How about that?
My father is known in the Haitian community in Brooklyn, New York, for helping those with immigration problems. My father was a man of faith, and for them to sit on their platform and degrade my father's memory, no, that will not be accepted. That will not be tolerated. Where I come from, that is lowball disrespectful, and that's a no-no. It upset me, and it was hurtful, and I can't wink at their ignorance. Now, out of the three of them, the third one, she made a public apology and she made a private apology. I put her on pause. But those two, no, you brought that energy. You talked about my father.
Rim now. This lady likes to play police games and court games, and so I would say that she may be taking a getting ready to gear up, and history is repeating itself, because I said all of this leads to doing copyright strikes and eventually trying to go to court. Didn't I tell y'all it's people that tried to take down Umar Johnson and they were unsuccessful, and they turned on the people that were supporting them? I told y'all in the beginning this is what's going to happen. It's already happening. People getting cease and desist sent to them. Privacy complaints already got sent out. It's already happening. It's already happening. I already told you I fired one of my moderators. Come to find out, she's over there with AAS and her individuals. And don't worry, I told y'all I'm going to show it on this live, but we're going to do a members only live stream about befriending content creators and the deception that they bring. Oh, don't worry, Wolves of Black Wall Street. I'm gonna let you know. I've already let it be known on shout out to Rim last night. I passed the emails around last night, and I'm gonna break it on my own channel. And the reason why is because the person I let go, they let it be known that they converse with those that like to stalk and harass and dox. That person has been around this space since the beginning. That person knows how dangerous these people are. And any content creator that comes out here, I don't care how powerful they want to say their story is, if they link up with those specific content creators, it's automatically zero credibility. Automatic. Why? Because that person is known as a rogue informant to authorities by doing the same bogus stuff we see Mary Ann doing. Walking into banks and police precincts with fake checks. And don't worry. We are going to get into the history of documented receipts in this space. Oh, members only is going to be so lit. It's going to be so lit. Because those same people, Mary Ann included, has gotten in cahoots with these same content creators who's known for doctoring documentation. It's a history of this stuff. It's history repeating itself, I promise y'all. And the problem is the moderator I fired knows this and is a victim of these people. So I thought. That was all BS. That was all cap. Oh, yes, I had to fire a moderator. And that person decided to go on over there to the dark side and let them know I fired them. And they let me know that they know I fired them by way of putting out some signals, letting me know, and I'm gonna let it be known. I'm gonna ring the alarm so everybody know who they dealing with out here. And let this be a lesson. Don't come over here trying to befriend me, because when I find you out, I'm gonna let it be known. And that's your fault. That's your fault. You had so many opportunities to stop playing oblivious and stop playing in my face. But you refused. So it is what it is. But let's go ahead and get back into Mary Ann's video while I get those receipts pulled up for y'all.
You understand? This is the energy you coward bring. The three of you are not half of human being that my father was. Do you understand? My father was a man of integrity, a man of faith. How dare you degrade my father's memory? How dare you? I'm going to tell you something. When you want to put my mouth in my name in your mouth, when you want to talk about my father, coward behind avatar, coward. Say your name. Say your name. That same energy you have on YouTube, bring it outside. Bring it offline. Okay? You're a coward. You're a loser. What did I tell you, channel member? People that are hurt people try to hurt others. These people have nothing going in their lives. Okay? They sit on YouTube to tear others down when there's nothing happening. Okay, during this ordeal, do you know how many information I got on some of them? There's a channel member, she went on and went in, and they send me a voicemail of this lady who can't make her rent. Madam, you can't make your rent, but you have time to degrade others. How you could sit and make video on Umar and you can't even make your rent? Last time I checked, Candace Owen was a homeowner, and you're degrading this woman. You had a lot to say about me. Over here, I have not disrespect any content creator. I have not bothered anybody. Yes, during the check stuff, there's a lot of confusion. There was a lot of chaos. What did I say? I extend grace to all that did not extend grace to me. But that channel that degraded my father's memory, no, they will not get a pass. They will not get a pass. I just want you to remember, you talk about my father. You talk about my father. That's unacceptable, and that will not be tolerated. Channel member, thank you for your support. Thank you for standing by my side throughout this ordeal. Moving forward, may nothing like this ever happen, I guarantee you. I will always stand on the side of integrity.
None of this was, I don't think she understands what integrity means. Like, you have shown zero integrity. That means doing the right thing when no one's looking. You have yet to do the right thing yet, Marianne. What are you talking about? You have yet to do the right thing. The right thing is just to stop lying. The right thing was to say, you never received $68,600 from Umar Johnson. You never received that. There was no class action lawsuit. And Patrick Bishop was not conducting or leading a federal or local investigation of Umar Johnson. That's the right thing. That's integrity. What you're doing is habitually lying to the point to where you can get in trouble legally. No, it don't. It just keeps going. It won't stop. It won't stop. She refuses to stop. And she is just like her father. Dangerous stuff. Dangerous stuff. And not even mentioning, let's get into the video real quick. She walked into the police station about this same check. This stuff just does not stop, man. Oh, Mary Ann, I'm just so confused by your foolishness. Make sure y'all hit that like button, family. Y'all remember this? Y'all remember this?
Good morning, family. Mary Ann Laurent here. So, y'all know I'm boot on the ground, right?
Boot on the ground.
I told y'all, when I get off this YouTube, I do real move in the real world. So you got some content creator that's gotten together that told me they demand me to exit YouTube. These Negroes act like they own YouTube. You understand? You understand? They're mad because this is headquarters. Why is this locked? Let me call these. Hello? Don't they have gun? Why is this locked? Good morning, officer. How?
Don't they have guns? Why is this locked? I'm just now picking up on that. They got cause you can't just go strolling up into the Lord.
Party. I'm here to see Detective Bishop.
There you go.
He's expecting me, Mary Ann Laurent, Lorient. I'm bringing a check that he's expecting.
Okay, I'll just have a seat. I'll give him a call.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mary Ann.
I think somebody playing with y'all. Let me tell you, it's been 10 days. 10 days. 10 days. You understand? 10 days. They don't do any research. They've been taking everything Leonard has regurgitated. They got cameras all in here. They see me doing this video. I was asked to bring this check. You understand? So the same ball they got on YouTube, they're asking for the check. Tell them to come to headquarters. Come to headquarters and get that check. You understand? Tell them to come to the headquarters and get that check.
So, if you want to know where you can get the check, you can get the check from headquarters. Go to headquarters and get the check. Now, I don't know if you're going to get this check, and I don't know if you're going to get this check. But if you want the check, head to headquarters. Mary Ann, I'm hoping this whole check fiasco, this whole check debacle, I hope the $68,600 check is finally put to rest. Fine. You want us to believe it's real? It's not real. It's suspicious. It's fake. It's fraud. We ain't going to believe it. But somebody out there in your camp will. All right, fine. The check has been presented. The check is here. The check is right there. the question becomes, now what? Where do you go from here, Mary? The investigation was not real. Patrick Bishop already said you got to go civil with that. So you can't fall back on the investigation. You can't fall back on the lawsuit because you already said that Umar Johnson allegedly paid the legal fees. So there's no more lawsuit. So where do you go here from here, Mary? Mama Rika, it is so weird. It is crazy. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know I don't know where she's going to go with this. Oh man. All right. So, moving on. Now, there has been so much controversy, so much foolishness going on centered around content creators calling out individuals such as Mary Ann or Lene Stacks. Now, since Lene Stacks and Mary Ann have come onto the YouTube streets to tell their stories, a lot of people have taken it upon themselves to dig deeper into what they have said and have come to the conclusion that they are not being truthful. Lene Stacks is the reason why I have this image. She sent this image of a fake check to me. She got behind Mary Ann after stating that she was going to drag her in the YouTube streets. Now she supports Mary Ann and doesn't care the level of lies that is brought against her. Level of lies brought against her or Mary Ann. So the thing is, there is now a group of individuals that have band together, and the goal, the mission, if you will, is to shut down content creators that have or form the Umar Johnson sector, which would be the new Umar Johnson sector. Dismantle this sector and rebuild it by, you have Lene Stacks, who wants to be the new information person, if you will, when it comes to Umar Johnson, all because she gave him the best head that he ever received. She is the throat goat. Because of that, she now feels like she knows everything there is to know about Umar Johnson. And because of that, if you go to any other content creator for Umar Johnson content, you're getting wrong information. Also, she wants to push AAS. AAS used to cover Umar Johnson content, is now getting back into covering Umar Johnson content. Wants to use all of the old information, such as Umar Johnson being fired from Kepra Charter School and all of that, and push their agenda. So that is what's going on. There are individuals out here that are going around befriending content creators and receiving moderation sticks based off of their tenure within covering the Umar Johnson content and being moderators for other content creators' channels. And so they serve as a friend or a welcome face, if you will, to the Umar Johnson community. I fell victim to that. I modded this person up. I modded all content creators that were one bigger than my channel when I first got started, and they were known for making Umar Johnson content. I modded all of those individuals up, and all of them remain moderators on this channel until they started showing that they had their own personal agendas, and I removed their moderation sticks. Since then, I haven't had to fire any other moderators. The first time I did fire a moderator, I did it publicly. And that person decided to twist everything I did and has since kept attacking me. That's AAS. Now, I just fired another moderator, but I did this time through email. Once it became known that Lene Stacks was very, very, very questionable with her receipts, it was exposed that during her time of being on Lennon Honor's channel and during an interview about her time with Umar, that was in June of 2025, text messages surfaced where she was still in communication with Umar Johnson and was trying to get Umar Johnson to submit copyright strikes against Lennon Honor. Once that was exposed and AAS and her band of merry men went over to Lene Stacks and became friends and started, I guess, getting up under Lene Stacks. Once that started happening, everyone started moving away from those content creators, especially if you've been in this space for a long time, because you know the damage those individuals have done and will do. Well, it was told to me that I'm not trying to take sides. I don't take sides. I just want to get everyone's perspective. And I told you guys, that has always been the case. It started with Lennon Honor. Information Man Show did it before. In the very beginning years when all of this stuff popped off and people started getting attacked, folks was like, I don't want to take sides. I'm staying neutral. I'm just going to be in this gray area and I'm just going to ignore everybody and everything that's dealing with that. That was the first go around. This second go around, Lennon Honor brings Lene Stacks and Mary Ann out here. They tell their stories. Come to find out, they're lying. They're cheating the people. They're scamming the people. And here they are getting around the very same content creators that was doing all the attacking in the past. And boom, everyone wants to, oh, I'm just taking, I'm not trying to take sides. I'm just trying to keep, I'm trying to get everybody's perspective. People, that is dangerous. It's dangerous if I do it. It's dangerous that Lennon Honor did it, and it's dangerous if anyone else does it. And if you are a moderator, hold on, I'm trying to Google. I need to put up Google Photos because I want to pull up a receipt real quick. Because the same people, especially this receipt is for Lene Stacks. Trying to get in. Why? Hold on, y'all. Let's see, Google.com. I'm trying to go to Google Photos. Let's see, Google Photos. Boom. Okay, photos.google.com. There it is. It's photos.google.com. Photos. My bad, y'all. I totally got sidetracked trying to pull up these receipts. All right, here we go. Now, like I was saying, if you are a moderator on this channel, that means that you stand in complete solidarity when it comes to peeping the BS. You know what's going on. You stand for the side of truth. Bottom line. Everyone else are subscribers and they are ready to add some photos. No. Okay, so can you not? Hold on. Okay, my bad. How do I switch? Hold on, y'all. My bad. I'm trying to get into these photos. Google Photos. Sign in. All right. When you are a moderator on this channel, if you decide that you want to go over there and start hanging with people that are known for harassing and committing illegal activities, and you encase this in your I just want to get behind Umar Johnson's I want to get behind Umar Johnson answering for what happened, for what he did. And when somebody comes out here and they talk about Umar Johnson and you don't want to let's see, I'm trying to see if this is, no, that's not the receipt I'm looking for. I'm looking for the receipt, and you don't want to consider the BS. Your thirst for Umar Johnson going down is bigger than your logic, if you will. Then I need to get away from you. You're dangerous, and I can't have anybody that wants to be oblivious, if you will. Okay, here we go. I found my my receipt. I can't have nobody that wants to continue to be oblivious. I can't have anyone that will ignore the dangers that they're around and bring that around my audience or myself. So with that being said, the person, if you will, that I'm talking about, let me pull up the emails. Hold on. All right, here we go. Let me share my screen. Boom. Mine is on the screen. So I had to fire Black Anonymous 4 days ago, 11:39. Black Anonymous has been a part of the Umar Johnson sector before I even came into talking about Umar Johnson. Black Anonymous is known for blogging about Umar Johnson, taking various clips around YouTube and social media, and putting that out there. So this Black Anonymous would be considered a veteran within the space. Black Anonymous was also around when AAS and other individuals such as Rev G decided to go rogue. They decided to turn against individuals that were speaking out against Umar Johnson, people that was just viewing. They weren't even content creators. They were just viewers of content creators and their content. They started attacking them. Black Anonymous knows about all of these dangers, but Black Anonymous will take a look at what happened with Lene Stacks and what was going on with her questionable behavior, and will become oblivious and ignore that, and will still focus on, well, they may be lying about this, but I think they're telling the truth about that. And so for that reason, I want to stick around and I want to see what else they got to say, because I think they're telling the truth. And I can go anywhere I want to go, in which anybody, any viewer, any moderator, anybody can go to any channel. They can watch any content that they want to. But when you are in spaces with people that have attacked me personally for absolutely no damn reason at all, You cannot be a moderator on this channel. I don't care what you got to say. I don't care how you spin it. I don't care I'm not talking to them. I'm just, you need to get out of that space because that person, Lene, is lying about everything that they're saying. And you being oblivious to the fact that Lene said that they want to dismantle the Umar Johnson sector and retell everything about Umar Johnson based on their perspective. Why do you want to stick around? Because you believe that they are going to accomplish what they want to do. You're not that oblivious. You're not that stupid. But Black Anonymous would have you believe that they are that stupid. So this is what I said. Let me blow this. I can't really expand it. I got to read it. So this is the email. I said, respectfully, that's the subject. I hope this email finds you well. In the past, I have watched you leave my channel and not come back for a while when things got weird years ago. So when all this stuff popped off years ago, y'all, and people were taking sides and she was trying to figure out if anti-Afro Svengali was telling the truth or she was lying or what was going on, I told you. Lennon Honor, Information Man Show, Black Anonymous, and other content creators said absolutely nothing. They just sat back on the sidelines and they watched. They didn't participate. They stopped commenting, just disappeared. I sat back and I watched that happen. So that's what I meant. I watched you leave and not come back for a while when things got weird years ago. You did it again when Malik and the Information Man Show challenged me and got it wrong. When Malik was on Information Man Show and Information Man Show took my moderator, my mod stick and pretty much blocked me from his channel, Black Anonymous stopped coming to my channel too, but was at that show in the chat. All right, cool. I say now Lene is teaming up with AAS and Rev G, and you don't find that suspicious? It's absolutely ridiculous that you can be this oblivious to what's happening on YouTube. Your tenure in this space should let you know the credibility of Lene Stacks is questionable. The mere fact that AAS is a moderator for her channel definitely should tell you everything that you need to know. You shouldn't be having a hard time trying to figure out who's being honest, truthful, and trustworthy. You know how dangerous AAS is, and it's this level of being oblivious that I'm having a hard time understanding when it comes to you. I can't have a moderator that's confused to this degree. It's dangerous for myself and my audience, and I will protect both. You are welcome to come to the chat anytime you want, but your moderation privileges for the Receipt Show with KKC has been officially removed. I pray for your discernment and that it increases so that you're not this conflicted moving forward. Sincerely, KKC. This is from directly from my emails. I'm in my emails, showing you my emails. So, Black Anonymous responds and says, "Hi KKC, thanks for emailing me. If my attendance in your videos seems spotty, please trust that it has nothing to do with you. Lene Stacks, AAS, Brother Malik, Ralph Palmer, or anyone else. The truth is that I don't necessarily want to take sides. I am trying to be neutral and look at all perspectives as best I can. I am not saying that you are wrong or that I am against you. It is quite the opposite. In fact, I do listen to your videos, even if I am in the clouds or in the replay game. I started blogging to point out Umar's fraud and deception. That's it. That's all. I do not wish to argue with you or anyone else on YouTube. And yes, I find it interesting that AAS and Rev seem to have made a reappearance, which is why I peeked in and commented in the Lene Stacks videos. So she's pretty much telling you, I do find it interesting. And I commented to interact with them. I want you guys to I'm not making nothing up. And yes, I find it interesting that AAS and Rev seem to have made a reappearance, which is why I peeked in and commented in Lene Stacks videos. Now, I also want you to keep in mind of this next sentence. Put a placeholder right here, because she sent me another email based off of what I'm about to read. She says, I'm not even sure that AAS and the Rev have left the Umar sector. If you note, I haven't addressed either directly in the comments or chat. Make sure y'all remember that, okay? Here we go. I do listen to any videos on any channel I choose, including Lene, Lady Luck Club, Rim, Lennon Honor, and others. That's her letting me know that she pretty much goes wherever she wants to and befriends who she wants to. All while letting me know, too, that she knows that Rev G and AAS has made a reappearance, and she wanted to comment in the video where they were so that they see her. I contend and have always contended that when we fight amongst ourselves, the only winner is Umar Johnson, and I certainly don't want him to win. Further, and this is personal, but pretty much letting me know that anytime that I see that she has left the chat, it's not because she sees anything weird is happening. It's because she's looking for a job. I'll just sum up these next few sentences with what I just said, without trying to just get into what she typed to try to let me know that that's why I haven't been in the chat, which is a complete bullshit. So to sum it up, anytime Black Anonymous is not around and it's weirdness going on, it ain't because she's not trying to choose a side. It's because she's looking for a job. So I have no issue with you removing me from being a moderator on your channel, as it is your right to do so. Similarly, it is my right to listen to and or comment on channels that I want, as I am looking at perspectives and not taking sides. You making sure you trying to push that narrative real hard, aren't you? Thanks for letting me know. I wish you and your family the very best. And I take this last, I wish you and your family the very best, as a threat. And I'm finna tell you why. Let me go on ahead and go down. This is why. Because after I sent her that email, she made sure she went straight over to Rev G and she went straight over to Anti-Afro Svengali and let them know that I let her go as a moderator. After letting me know, I don't talk to them. She told me that, and I just told y'all that. And she told Lady Luck Club the same thing, because she commented the exact same shit in Lady Luck Club's comment section. So she lying to her too. But here's the receipt. I said, and this is what I'm talking about. You can't even keep a conversation between us. Now look at what you've done. Goodbye. Here is the receipt. The stupid shit. According to True Black Anonymous, the receipt show fired her as a moderator because she was interacting positively on Lene Vanta Entertainment's check. And that is not why. But this is the bullshit I got to deal with now. So the narrative is I fired Black Anonymous because she was interacting positively. KKC out here acting like Prince firing people on their day off. Now I'm the, it's always the monkey jokes. It's always the monkey jokes. It's always the monkey jokes. Here's another one. Just a reminder, King Kong Crazy started doing Umar Johnson commentary about wearing a monkey mask and making monkey sounds. No, I didn't make monkey sounds. I did wear a monkey mask. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows it that has been sticking around. I've even played the videos because I still got them. This channel started with me making a monkey mask video wearing a dashiki, sitting in my car making fun of Umar. And it evolved to where we are today. But because I don't talk about these people, I don't mess with these people. But Black Anonymous want to make sure that not only is she going around to these channels befriending people, she's also fucking with these people right here too. The same people that like to dox, the same people that like to call jobs, the same people that like to harass, break laws, do all that. She's over there with them too. Oh, we're not done. So it says, his claims of being the creator of the Umar Johnson sector reminds me of Little Richard. I am the innovator, the originator, the emancipator. I am the architect of the Umar Johnson sector. I never claimed that. I never claimed that at all. I never claimed that at all. But this is what we got to deal with because Black Anonymous wanted to go over there and let them know I fired her. I never claimed that I created the Umar Johnson sector. Only time I said that was when I was messing around in the old Umar Johnson sector as a running joke. In reality, I paved the way for people like Lene to be able to take a panel to tell their damn story. Because when I started going live, there wasn't a space for that. There were only people doing videos about Umar Johnson. My panel, my channel became a space for people to come onto the panel to talk and share their disdain about what was going on with Umar Johnson. And I have the live streams of Rev G, Anti-Afro Singali, and other people coming on my panel and sharing their stories. And it wasn't only my channel. It was Max V's channel, the Smoke Guys channel. Lennon Honor started doing it for a short period of time and stopped accepting call-in shows when people started trolling them so bad. That's the thing. So, no, I did not create the Umar Johnson sector, and I did not create the space for everybody to come on YouTube to talk about Umar Johnson. I never talked about that. But these are the same people that will argue you up and down if you don't let them know that Rev G is Pastor Bussy and not Lennon Honor. Who wants to talk about that? This is what I'm talking about. Be careful who you decide to go out here and befriend coming into the space because you want to talk about Umar Johnson and you want to make people aware. It's a reason why the mass majority keep getting scammed. And damn it, I will argue a mass majority wants to keep getting scammed when it comes to Umar Johnson. There is no working together to bring Umar Johnson down. Because every time you get started to try to do that, shit like this pops off every time. You can't do it in this space. They always take the focus of bringing Umar Johnson down and attack you because you won't take the back seat and let them lead. They want you to push their narratives. No, Pastor Bussy is Rev G. They had a long, drawn-out argument about it. It's sad that a grown man will come on YouTube and argue people down because he wants to have the name Pastor Bussy. It is strange behavior. But that's what we are. And that's where Black Anonymous wants y'all to go. Also, I said I'm not done because I'm not. And I told y'all to keep a placeholder. Why keep a placeholder? Because Black Anonymous wind up emailing me again yesterday. Why are you emailing me, Black Anonymous? Because Black Anonymous wants me to know, per the subject line, I stand corrected. Hello, KKC. It turns out that I did chat with RMG, is RGM, but RMG Collective, who I didn't realize was Rev G. I stand corrected on that. I did not chat with AAS in the Lene video. I just wanted you to know that. I have never shared any information about you with Rev G. How the hell can you say that when you just sat there, sat back and opened up this email? It turns out that I did chat with RG. See, do you see the foolishness? Do you see the foolishness? Do you see the foolishness? The foolishness. All I ask people to do is miss me with the foolishness. Miss me with the BS. Leave me alone. How the hell can you sit back and tell me you ain't shared nothing with him, but you didn't even know you was talking to him? So how the hell? The delusion is real within the Umar Johnson sector. And if you're not careful, these people will befriend you and you will wind up making an alliance and sharing stuff that's going to come back and haunt you. It's a reason why these people are disoblivious and are so thirsty to bring Umar Johnson down. This level of oblivion is dangerous. And I'm telling y'all, so y'all will make an educated decision of what y'all want to do with this information. But I'm sick of it. I try to do things tasteful, decent, and in order, and I get mud kicked in my face. Now I gotta keep on dealing with unnecessary BS. I'm tired of the foolishness. And I will continue to tell y'all, if you want to be a content creator in this space, go somewhere else. Go to the Candace Owens sector. Shout out to J-Wit Podcast. Shout out to Lady Luck Club. Shout out to all of those people that really have a community over there that tells content creators how to better their channels, how to grow their channels, what they should be doing to better their content. They really do. And they pass around receipts and they work together and they build each other up and they host panels with each other. They do that. Go over there and work with those content creators. Shout out to My Chaos Brews because she came over into this sector. She came down here and shout out to Hoodie Reacts. It was content creators like that. It wasn't Lennon Honor Lennon Honor is responsible for getting me over my 1,000 subscribers and getting me monetized. That's it. That is all. Lennon didn't tell me how to move in these YouTube streets. He didn't tell me what to put in my descriptions of my videos to make them go viral. He wasn't willing to teach me how to make AI videos. Mind Chaos Bruce did that. Hoodie Reacts did that. It wasn't Anti-Afros Fingali. It wasn't a Black Anonymous. These people latch onto you to ride your coattail and to get your receipts so that they can go back and blog about what you said so that they can continue to be relevant. It's content creators such as AAS. If you do not push her narratives, you will get attacked. It will start off subliminally. She will start throwing rocks at you. And the moment you call it out and ask why she's doing that, she's responding to your attacks and harassments on her. That's how it starts. What is happening is the truth is now being exposed. Everybody is being exposed for their bullshit. That's what's happening. And unfortunately, I sat back and rolled with Black Anonymous for years and watched Black Anonymous move sketchy for years. And I never said anything until I demoted Black Anonymous and she ran her ass over to the people that doxed me and put information out about me. She ran to the very man that will not accept the fact that I told him stop going over to the people that is attacking us and kicking up controversy. When they are leaving us alone, you need to leave them alone and think about your wife and your kids because they have attacked them. And don't you know that fool, what did you say about my wife and my kids? You attacked my wife and my family. And what can I do with that? What can I do with that? What can I possibly do with that? Somebody that thinks like that. Somebody that, if that's your perception of what I said, peace be unto you. Ain't nothing I can do with that. If you like to keep instigating, if you like to keep on kicking up dust when things ain't going on, you keep doing it. Leave me out of it. Leave me alone. And no, I'm not going to take up for you, your name, or anything you stand for. Because you like to keep the controversy and the stupidness going. And I see why it's where we at now. And again, yes, I blame Lennon Honor for this. Why? Because had he did his homework on Marianne and Lene Stacks, none of this would be happening. Because his failure to do his homework and because this check was dropped in my lap by Lene Stacks, it has evolved all the way to now. Black Anonymous has been exposed. At the same time I'm blaming Lennon, I'm thanking him. Because I need all those fake, faulty, and delusional to please get away from me. You can't do it on your own. So if I got to figure out who you are and do it publicly, so be it. Because you have your opportunity to just exit stage left quietly. No harm, no hurt, no foul. Just leave. No, Sean, listen to what I'm saying. He's not to be blamed that people lie. You can't fault that people lie, but you can do your homework. You can do your homework, and he didn't do that. He did not vet any of these people. He just wanted to be the first to put out a story. And guess what? Those stories was a lie. Now he wants to vet everything. That was supposed to be the thing when this happened years ago. Sean, this ain't the first time this happened. Sean, we are not new to this. Sean, Lennon has got attacked. This has happened to Lennon several times. The first time it happened, it's because we didn't know what we knew now. But because of the thirst of being the first to expose Umar Johnson, to be the number one person, I got the receipts and I got the information, you failed to vet said information. Now everything you put out was a lie and you had to redact it and take it down. That is not how an experienced journalist, self-proclaimed journalist, is supposed to move. And he knows that. Now, channels like myself and newcomers are left to deal with the people that he done put out here. Now newcomers are befriending Mary Ann and Lene Stacks. They don't know about anti-Afros, Fingalis, and Rev G and all these. It just opened the door for the foolishness to come on in. That's what we are. And I've been in this space for 6 years. I'm the only person that did not, I'll take that back. I'm one of the only content creators that did not turn their back on Lennon Honor. But I'll be damned if I'm going to sit back and watch him do this and not call it out. Because when all of this stuff first popped off, I was the only content creator out of the other content creators that backed off. I was the only one that stood and faced this. And you let this shit happen again, and it happened because of you this time? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. But again, thank you for doing it, because now I'm starting to see. I never would have thought that Black Anonymous was moving for real like this until I took a stance that I'm not side-eyeing no more bullshit, no more. Ever since this Mary Ann stuff, I'm not doing it. And because I stood 10 toes on it, Black Anonymous ran straight over to the people and showed her hand and showed me why you don't need to be over here no more. I retract my statement that I sent to Black Anonymous saying that you are more than welcome to come over here. You have officially been blocked. You cannot. You will be forever in the clouds unless you create a troll account. And then you bring the troll account around here and we find out it's you blocked, or you bring the troll account around here, start acting a fool, you're blocked. You're blocked. Yes, Mary Ann fascinates me. I'm very Mary Ann is fun. Her content is fun to go over. It's got a dark past to it now that I know about her dad. But on the front end, Mary Ann is fun to cover. Lene is not. Lene Stacks ain't fun to cover. Lene Stacks lied. And if I'm lying, well, guess what? It's KKC against Lene Stacks. Because guess what? An official federal investigation has to eventually surface against Umar Johnson by way of Lene. Uh-oh. So either there is or there isn't a federal investigation. And until it surfaces, I'm not believing nothing Lene gotta say, especially when there's There's text messages that show she did an interview with Lennon Honor and was texting Umar Johnson trying to get him to submit a copyright strike. Come on now. You almost lost your own channel, Lennon, trying to be the first to break the stories. Hey, if it ain't my fault if history hasn't taught people. It taught me. It forged me because I stood down and I fought against that shit. Lenin ran, so maybe he didn't learn. But I bet you he learned now. But guess what? It is what it is, and here we are. So if people keep on wanting to know, are you and Lennon Honor beefing? No, we're not beefing. But the truth is what the truth is. And I have now taken a stance, and it's now publicly known. I don't care if you are an Umar Johnson supporter or Umar Johnson detractor. I am a truth teller. And if I see that I need to tell the truth about you, well, damn it, it is what it is. And that's it. That's all. If you support this channel, I humbly thank you. Even if you don't support the channel, I humbly thank you. Because whether it's positive or negative, it's all exposure. And either way it go, people need to know about the KKC and the receipt show. So make sure you hit that like button so we can work our way on into the algorithm. Shout out to the replay gang. Hype up the video. You get a free 2,500 points. You can just hype up the video. It's free. Just hit that button. Shout out to the replay gang. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I'm going live next. We are on the road to 10,000 subscribers, and people are subscribing, man. We are on the we about to cross the 6,100 threshold. So I've already pushed it up to 10,000. I love it. I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful that YouTube has finally put us into an investigative category. We're not just known for Umar Johnson content. That means we can talk about any and everything we want to. And listen, if you want to donate and you don't want to hit the super chat, you can always send a Cash App $IMD KKC. And listen, any receipts you may have or any show topics, rabbit holes that you want us to explore, send them on over to dkkctv@gmail.com. I've been sent so much about DoorDash. Oh my God. And I've been following and I've been paying attention. So that's the big reveal. We are about to start talking about what the heck is going on with this content creator that they call DoorDash. What? Oh my gosh. I don't know what's going to happen. All I know is the lady told everybody to quit their job, join YouTube, and now she living in her car. So what? Oh my God. I think shout out to y'all. Y'all are sending the rabbit holes for us to explore. And like I said, we are going to explore them. Now, for all of those that have just been gifted a membership by Miss Texas Diva, it is time for you to step forward so you can be crowned. First, we will crown the new individuals, the ladies that have joined the pull-up team. Here we go.
Welcome to the movement. In this team, we stand on truth.
We stand on truth everywhere we go around YouTube. And gentlemen, you're next.
In this team, we stand on truth.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, and members of the pull-up team and subscribers, go ahead and put your emojis in the chat. But pull-up team members, put your red fist in the air and welcome everyone to the pull-up team. Yes, the pull-up team is growing. This is the most members that we've had since we started the pull-up team. So all members, you have work to do. Make sure the truth is being stood on 10 toes down. We don't accept no lies around here. We need to see authentic, undisputable receipts. So you got work. And got work to do. And shout out to Dub 2301. We got receipts versus stories, and receipts win. Shout out to the pull-up team. Thank you. Listen, it's always gonna be where are the receipts? Hashtag where are the receipts is listen. Hashtag where are the receipts? Put belt to ass. I started this and I'm like, it's over. It is over. Now you got Lyndon Honor like, nope. I need to see the receipts. It's got to be vetted. We got Information Man show like, nope. I need to see the receipts. They got to be vetted. My Chaos Bruise she been showing the receipts, undisputed receipts, and she's letting it be known if I see you pushing the wrong receipts, I'm in your ass. And so I'm making sure I'm calling everybody to the front of the room. Because once I see that you passing around the wrong receipts, well, guess what? You've lost credibility around here. Shout out to Rimrum because he's doing the same thing. Shout out to Mr. Judge. He's doing the same thing. Shout out to Money Boy Trey. We have created the community that needs to be created to make sure that the checks and balances are going on around here. Long gone are the days that you're coming up into this space and you just gonna say what you gonna say and we just gonna take what you say. We got people that are unsubscribing from folks because they need to see the truth. That's what I'm talking about. That's what's happening. And guess what? Mixed Sexy done said she wants to be a part of the truth telling team. And that's what I'm talking about.
Welcome to the movement. In this team, we stand on truth.
We stand on truth around here, so always be ready to stand on truth, no matter what these folks say. So you got some work to do. Man, I'm telling y'all, this is some good stuff. Thank you so much for joining the pull-up team. We got, look, Indy, great show. I'm so happy you enjoyed. I'm so happy you enjoyed because I know some people, they feelings hurt. I know some people feelings hurt. Some people feel attacked. I'm going to have videos. I'm going to have community wall posts made. I mean, it's gonna be a lot of people that's going to start going off because I let it be known we ain't tolerating no more BS. And I want to go on record to say that I think that the I stand corrected email that I got from Black Anonymous yesterday was sent because it was recognized and understood, oh shit, KKC has some pull around here. And I need to make sure that I try to backtrack as much as I can, because this is going to be damaging to me, Black Anonymous. So don't email me talking about you staying corrected. You don't email the companies that let you go once you realize, oh, you let me go and it was just. Yeah, don't email me. I know I let you go because you want some bullshit. You stand corrected by your own right. You don't have to tell me that you stand corrected. I don't give a damn. That means absolutely nothing to me. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about, academic. Next time, make it 20. We are making sure we are taking accountability around here. The thing is, you understand that. But Brother Witt still canceled the $25.
That's what the hell we do. Brother Witt, $25. Thank you, brother. You canceled the payment? Brother Witt, you canceled your $25? Must have a white girl. Brother Witt. You canceled the payment? Brother Witt, you canceled your $25? Must have a white girl. You canceled the payment? Brother Witt, you canceled your $25? You canceled the payment? Must have a white girl. You canceled the payment? You canceled the payment? Must have a white girl. You canceled the payment? Must have a white girl. Brother Witt, you canceled your $25? Brother Witt, you canceled your $25? Brother Witt, you canceled the payment? Brother Witt, you canceled your $25? Must have a white girl. Brother Witt, you canceled the payment? Brother Witt, you canceled your $25? Must have a white girl. That's what you canceled the payment?
Man, that is crazy. Oh, wow. Thank you for the super chat, academic. I know you barely had that, so next time you got to make it 40. That's wild. Never shown an ounce of gratitude, man. Listen, that man never shows an ounce of gratitude. Shout out to Allison. Listen, I know that my content can be edgy. I know that I have a beautiful, diverse audience, and I love that. I love it. And I want you to know that we love our Caucasian sisters around here. We love them. You are definitely accepted. You are welcome. We accept you. We love you. So don't worry. Don't worry. You'll never be mistreated over here. But we do clown when it comes to Umar Johnson and how he feels about the mixing of the races. I think that's some funny stuff.
1, 2, 3. Hey, when we're older, let's get married. Ha! You can't get married. Why not?
Get ready. This is gonna be gnarly. Pretty gnarly.
Black people can't marry white people. Black people can't marry black people. Black people can't marry white people.
Man, who made that? Oh my God. Who made that song and why does it bump? Oh my. Listen, I ain't trying to cause no problem. We just having fun around here. We just having a good time. What's going on, Kiara? Welcome to the show. We just clowning. It's just stupid. Listen, people get tired of me. People get sick of me, man. They do. The songs, even though the songs are old, they make so much sense. It's just crazy. It's a shame. It's a shame it's independent. Y'all know how we do around here. But listen, I'm not one to like to do the back and forth and the hollering and the back and I don't like to do that. That's back in the day. Even back in the day, I didn't like doing that. But I have been on panels and I have called people all out their names. I done said some of the nastiest and dirtiest things about folks when it comes to them messing with me and me getting tired of dealing with the shenanigans. And as we go on talking about the role content creators and why things have happened the way that they've happened, what's going on, you're going to hear the resurfaced content. I know that AAS can't wait for her to take a old video where I was calling her a bald-headed B word. and want the people to Deacon calling me out my name. Like I know it's gonna be out there, but guess what? I don't run from my past. I don't run from it at all, because I'm glad that God delivered me from things. You don't run from where God delivered you from. I will go back and say I will put my arm around it and embrace it. Like, look at I'm not what I was. Thank God for that. You should take some of my advice. Yeah, shoot. What is going on with you? We got Anita McCrae. I would like to see you cover Daryl Brooks or Afro Man, two of the funniest trials ever. You got it. You got it, Anita McCrae. We can definitely do that. Shout out to Afro Man, because he put on for the culture with that. He put on the culture for that. And yes, we can do that because you are a member, and we can make sure that we do a members only live stream where we cover just that. That way, if you have any questions or if you have anybody that has some questions, they can just answer them, and it's members. That's what I'm talking about. That's what, man. I love it. Let the content begin, and let us begin the transition, starting with Afro Man. Shout out to Anita McCrae. Thanks for the super chat. We got Kiara in the house saying, I've had buttermilk biscuits stuck in my head for a week. LOL. Shout out to the replay game. And so, just for you, I will replay buttermilk biscuits. We will end the show with buttermilk. We will end the show tonight with buttermilk biscuits. How about that, y'all? Thank you so much, Kiara. I got you. Miss Independent with the super chat. I said Lene plus Mary Ann Laurent equals sketchy. Got blocked from CCC. Wait a minute. You got blocked from the CCC? Is that what you saying, Miss Independent? You said, I said Lene plus Mary Ann Laurent equals sketchy. Got blocked from CCC. Did that happen to you? If you are saying that you got blocked from the CCC because you said Lene and Mary Ann Laurent is sketchy, that just speaks to what I'm talking about. The delusion, the failure to want to accept the truth and want people to tell you what you want to hear. The thirst for Umar Johnson to go to jail. I mean, it should not come to that. It should never come down to the pull-up team is taking up for Umar Johnson. Now, what the hell are we talking about? Who would have thought? I'm glad that I built this channel out to have a Gotham City vigilante type vibe. That's why the graphics look like that. I'm a vigilante. You gonna love me? Everybody loves KKC, but he looks angry and has the fangs because he's vicious. The viciousness comes from, I thought you was for me, KKC. You just bit me. You just turned on me. And it's because I got to tell the truth. And the truth is not accepted about everybody. That is madness. That is complete madness. Well, guess what? You ain't got to worry about that. You right at home. You are at the place. The CCC gets everything, all of their jokes, all of their everything from here. The CCC, ain't nothing wrong with being a part of the CCC, but everybody loves being a part of the pull-up team. Shout out to Lennon Honor. Shout out to him, man. I told you, he used to come over here and drop super chats and all that, you know, but he don't do it no more. But I'm still a moderator over there. I still be watching out for the foolishness every now and then. It's no problem. But yes, I think that's just a failure to want to accept the truth. And if you want the truth unfiltered, just raw, you are in the right place. The pull-up team, Mind Chaos Brew, even Miss T Pre. I get what I know from Miss T Pre. You gotta understand, Miss T Pre them used to put boot in ass. It wasn't always boot on the ground. Miss T Pre them used to call me out. Like you have to really look at things for how they are, KKC. It can't be the way you want it to be because you just want Umar to face, you know, his woes. If the nigga is out here doing some stuff, you should be able to talk about that, KKC. You should be able to talk about Umar Johnson pulling a permit and doing things by the book. That don't mean FDMG is gonna come. I think I'm thankful for where I came from. And that's why you see more of the original sector coming around, because they were shunned from the CCC a long time ago because they stood against this a long time ago. I'm Johnny come lately. I gave benefit of the doubt, but not no more. It's still shout out to the CCC. I still respect y'all because I came from there too. But we gotta call it out for what it is. Shout out to Black Wolf. What up, pull up team and KKC? What the F? She done pulled another check out under the couch pillow. Damn, listen, man. Shout out to the replay game because yes, this is bad stuff. This is bad. Continuously showing fake fraudulent checks, you could really get in trouble. That could happen. Like you going into precincts with fake checks ain't smart. I wouldn't do that. I would stop. I would just stop. I would stop right here. I would put y'all saw this right here. Boom. I got it. I got a check. Believe it, hate it, do what you want with it. But I'm done. I ain't talking about this check no more. I'm not doing it no more. Then boom. But you know, I saw is you have to understand that some people that were the host, or not host, but the co-host of Rim before Trip C, they had their own agenda, and now they have turned on Rim TV. Like he's facing some attacks by a person that I call Manny Fresh, aka Ladies and Gentlemen. You know, aka Boys and Girls. It's sad, man. It's aka aunties and uncles. How do you look like an auntie and an uncle at the same time? But I ain't even, he said don't talk about his likeness. And so his likeness to me is let me stop. But I just think it's bad that, you could have gotten blocked because maybe the ex co-host of Rimrum's channel blocked you. Just it could. I mean, it's possible. X Freeman, KKC, I got blocked from the CCC the first night that Siobhan Stone, aka Lene Stacks, came on the show because I questioned the relevance of her being treated like a victim because she slept with him. Man, I know that a lot of people got kicked out when Lene came on the scene. I was in the clouds and I saw a lot of folks getting hit. And I'm like, dang, dude, they sniping left and right. The left and right. You say anything, push back anything, you gone. And so I didn't see you get blocked. I don't know about that, but I know they was Marianne too. When Marianne came out, I didn't say nothing because I wasn't even talking in the chat by then. I wasn't even talking in the CCC chat. I would do drive-bys every now and then. But I haven't stayed and watched a full Linen Honor show in a long time. That's how I missed the check. That's how this got. I didn't see this. People wanted to know, like, how did this get skipped? I never saw this. I didn't even see that interview. And once Lene sent this to me, I questioned it on the spot. As a matter of fact, like the old Umar Johnson sector, the night that the night Linen Honor did the interview with Marianne and showed this check, everybody would have been tuned in. And as soon as his show went off, this check would have been brought to the floor and nailed to the tree. It wouldn't have, man, the same night this would have been brought to justice. And everybody, the next day, it would have been all type of videos made talking about how the CCC has been pushing out fraudulent checks wanting to bring down Umar Johnson. And they are interviewing the mentally deranged. Shit. What? I kid you not. I kid you not, man. They would have, man, the old Umar Johnson sector would have ran circles around this the same night it dropped. But those people are retired. They sit back and they watch and they laugh. Some of them, blog and talk about what's going on. Like some of them have made content out of the new Umar Johnson sector. But this check would have died like the same night it was presented. Man, so it's so many people that have been kicked out of the CCC, and it's been that way throughout the years. It's you stand in solidarity with bringing down Umar Johnson. And it's to the degree of at any means necessary. And I never thought it was like that until I disconnected. And dude, I'm like, I would never stand back. I would not standing behind talking about that man mama. My mama is gone. I wish my mother was still here. I'd be damned if I'm finna sit back and talk about that man mama and put it under the guise of, oh, she's in a harmful environment and she needs to get out of that environment. And there's audio from Lene Stacks' own mouth saying the night that the paramedics came because she dropped Umar Johnson's mama, she protected Umar and his mama by not telling. So what we really doing out here other than exploiting his mama's sickness and what's going on with her, man? What we really doing? I'm so mad about that. My mama gone. That man mama still here, and you had the opportunity to care for her, and this what you do. And we got people that used to be a moderator for this channel that support that. Get the hell away from me. You need to be anonymous, because shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. My man. Thank you, Base B, for the super chat. One thing I respect about you, KKC, is that since I started following you, you've been a stand-up dude the entire time. It was facts over everything, and I'll stick by that. And I appreciate that, Base B. I appreciate that. I understand that I can be a harsh critic. I really can. I can be viewed as an asshole. You know, I'm just going. Listen, I'm a deacon. I say that. It's not the title. It's the fact that I know my purpose is serving, and that's what a deacon is. I serve, and I lead with the truth. And I don't mind recanting the statement. I don't mind backtracking. I don't mind doing all of that. Even in the congregation that I serve under, I let them know, hey, I keep it real. I'll tell you right now, they call me Deacon Baldhead. Because I like to get down with the people. I need for you to know that, yes, I am a leader. I'm your deacon. But I also want you to know that you can come to me and we can really talk about some stuff. And I don't need you thinking that, well, he a deacon, I can't talk to him. No, you can talk to me. You can talk to me. Because the title don't matter. And I'm like this in real life. I'm like this. I've been like this. But now that I've accepted my calling, this is who I walk. I walk boldly in my purpose. And some people like it, some people don't. I don't mean to be offensive at all. I only mean to protect and serve. That's it. The best way that I can. I thank you for rocking with me. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you for the super chat. Black Wolf said you might have caught the check, but that clown TC said he would have caught it, but them little guys was over there spreading mad lies and never figured it out. This is the thing. Now, back then, you know, and we've talked about it. We've talked about it throughout the years. We've all matured, and a lot of stuff that they was talking, it was some lies mixed in. A lot of lies mixed in. A lot of truth mixed in as well. And a lot of truth that we wasn't willing to accept. I do know that they would have caught this check. And no matter how much we would have wanted to disprove that this check was legit, I'm gonna be real. I would be glad that they didn't catch it, because we would have fought that. Trying to disprove that home buyer's check was real would have been nasty work back in the day. That would have been ugly. That would have been ugly. So yeah, I know where you coming from. I know a lot of lies that they told, a lot of BS, especially from Poetic Flacco. And yeah, anyway, but at the same time, I'm glad they didn't catch the truth, man. So shout out to the truth tellers out there. Crazy work. TC is an individual that's a part of the old Umar Johnson sector. He went under the name TCTV. He now calls himself Turned Up TV. If you are in the cloud, shout out to Turned Up TV. He's into doing real or reality TV shows. He's turned reality TV shows into content. his own personal reality TV shows. He has his own crew and production. So shout out to TC. He's went on under various names, but he calls himself TC Turned Up TV, but we still call him TC. So you'll hear a lot of us referencing a lot of characters from back in the old Umar Johnson sector. And so since you are a part of the pull-up team membership, we are going to do what the ops call sneak panels, but we call the panels, or we call the show, Under the Crown. Under the Crown is an exclusive show for members only, where we take a deeper dive into the Umar Johnson content. We did our first show where we took a dive into the Oyo Tunji village and the overall cult that makes up this whole FDMG Umar Johnson saga and the Ifa worship and all of that. You can find that episode under Ifa Tunde Explained. Umar Johnson tells his story. You want to watch that. That's the first Under the Crown episode. And we are going to do more where you are going to learn about the names of individuals like TCTV and Catherine Brown and Archibald. Oh, you're going to learn a lot. You're going to learn a lot. And listen, we're just telling stories. We're telling the truth, not just stories. We're telling the truth about what happened. And we're not out here trying to talk about anybody and lie on anybody's names. We're not in the business of that. But anyway, like I said, I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. I think we can let it down from here. We have a lot to get into this week. I've been on a break because the spring break and kids getting sick coming from spring break, going back to school, and it's been a lot. The parenting continues, and so I am here. We will be going live. Stay tuned for another live stream this week. And so if it's daytime where you are, make sure you have a great rest of the day on purpose. But if it's nighttime, stay cool like the other side of the pillow. This was the Rashid Show, and I'm your boy KKC. And guess what? Mary Ann got caught again. A fake bank check, fake legacy check. But guess what's not fake? These biscuits. I'll catch y'all next time. I'm out of here. Peace.
Even when I'm full, I could always have more. Every single bite to the last of it. Buttermilk biscuits. I enjoy it. Even when I'm full, I could always have more.
Sounds so soulful, don't you agree?
Every single bite to the last of it. Buttermilk biscuits. Buttermilk biscuits. I enjoy it. Buttermilk biscuits. Buttermilk biscuits. Buttermilk biscuits. I enjoy it. Buttermilk biscuits. Buttermilk biscuits. Buttermilk biscuits. I enjoy it. Even when I'm full, I can always have more. Every single bite to the last.
Popeye's biscuits.